adjustments that he has to fix.
Yeah, Invul for short. Yes,
Invul for short, okay,
it
perfect.
was mentioned in the chat.
Yeah, we are already looking at the map, by the way. Like, that's a really cheesy invade they're going for. 4 men on bot lane. They want to get the Nautilus.
I like what they're doing. They can really easy get a pick here if they play it right. But Nautilus does not show himself. He also doesn't see anybody. Dr. Case just has to step forward with his W. Now they see him! The taunt comes through, but also the hook to escape. The Deadly Flourish has to be flashed, otherwise this could have been a dead Nautilus, and so they get the early flash and make Invulnerables vulnerable in the bottom lane.
But still, really good call here by Wick. So he doesn't really want to give first blood to Granit Gaming, because we saw they can abuse it. They can just use it to like put up the tempo they really want, and you do not want to give this early gold. So good call by him. Good call by Granit as well. Like, it's a really extraordinary way of doing an invade. Getting the flash out of the support. So really good coverage by them.
Was a very nice play for them, and well, we can have a short look at the item changes which the players are starting with. As we see, Victor goes for a standard Doran's Ring, Echo goes for the Corrupting Potion here just to get some health back in the poke trades that Syndra can do and Echo can't do much against.
Yep.
And also we see some sweeper starts here. Nautilus went for it as he had to go base in the first minute of the game. Also Kha'Zix and Hecarim both placed their early ward, and yeah, mid lane we just see how oppressive Syndra can be in the early game.
Yeah, and that's really like the topic of the game right now. And speaking of those topics, like, I'm seeing a Jhin with Dark Harvest, and I don't know if that's a preseason thing, but
yeah, that is
can establish itself.
That is a legit thing. Yeah. Like, you play it most of the time, I think, at the moment. At least I see it all the time.
I mean, that's an interesting feat. And right now, I'm looking at the map. Obviously, the junglers are on the opposite red sides. Meanwhile, bot lane control, and on mid, of course, you have an electrocute Echo. So as Syndra, you kind of have to watch out for those little bursts of his. But meanwhile, the top side might be the most interesting one, especially because of Victor. Like, it's not a grasp Victor, it's a face watch Victor. So it's a similar thing as to mid lane. It was kind of a flex pick.
Probably the damage Victor as well. Not like the kinda off-tank bruiser thing that we can see. But bot lane we had another trade, and we see what Samira and Nautilus can do in a CC chain, because Samira has her passive, which you can knock up people with when they are CC'd. And as we know, Nautilus has tons of CC. He basically, every spell, Expected W has CC on it.
Exactly, and right now, obviously, both scuttles are being made, so top control is obviously gonna be more on Victor's side of things, like you mentioned it before in terms of the matchup knowledge. Like, in a sense, he's not gonna have a lot of mana to contest it. Victor has a shield in trades. He has a face wash on top of that, but what I'm surprised is seeing the Arcane Comet Malphite, of course. Like, we know that's a thing, but I like how Innocence abuses the fact that Victor cannot use escape options, really. So he's not really a mobile mid laner now on top lane. So that might help him out in the run of the game.
I mean, it's a poke thing where you can just trade a little bit with him. And he probably will also play the Q max so that he can use it to last it as well to get some more farm. Because as you said, he's getting pushed in, zoned from his wave, and I was curious that he did not start with a Corrupting Potion or a Doran's Ring to get some more resources.
Yeah, I mean, Doran Shield start might be a good plan, especially against this Victor. Maybe he expected him to go something like...
yeah, maybe.
I don't know, maybe something more offensive in the early state. Like, Victor, he can do an early recall.
The Doran Shield did its job, don't get me wrong.
I mean, yeah, it did.
But
like,
I think
he just wants to get in the game.
A little bit more mana would be useful. And what else we see? Invul are doing a great job with their support and mid lane roaming into the jungle of Granit and warding deep.
Yeah, I mean, for a good transition, you really need this vision, and without vision, you can't really do a lot of stuff. And also, they know that Doro is an insanely good jungler, so they kind of want to, maybe break him the legs a bit with all this vision. Like, he cannot just gank for free, get those early kills. They really want to play patiently, but so does Innocence, and he can slowly get into the game because Malphite, he will start doing a lot of damage. Meanwhile, we got a Drake fight. There's the TP.
Oh, the
and that's
TP
the
is coming in, and this could be good for Invul here. Galban is already in W Flourish, does not connect to anybody. Scrooby is relatively low, now gets the Syndra ultimate. First blood goes to Galban, but he is taken down instantly, so no junglers for either team. Samira is very, very deep. Syndra has no ultimate available. Now gets flashed on. Nice taunt by Dr. Chaos, so they can get the echo. Now Galio has to flash over the wall. Samira goes behind him, 2 for 2. And the Drake for Granit. Samira now cancels the E of Galio. Beautifully played. Also, Nautilus is still on Michigu, who has to run. Samira is there. If there is more CC, which I don't think it is, there could be a trade. And yeah, Samira is just a good champion against Jin, because as you see, she can block a lot of damage. And, well, we have to look. Who got the better end of this trade? Ooh, but maybe it's not over, because Granit is answering this attempted dive. Now the flash forward for Michigu is getting... Oh, eat on by Scripter, but he hasn't enough damage. The heal is enough for Michigu to save him and deliver another kill to Galban. And now it is clear who got the better end of the trade.
Yeah, I just wanted to say it was definitely Invul. Like, of course, no Drake has been made. Oh no, never mind.
It
like,
was.
The Drake is on blue side.
It went to Granit.
It went to Granit actually. So, like in terms of that, Granit did have the upper hand, but on the bot side,
top the engage from Innocence, who does a lot of damage to Firex, who has to look out a bit. Isn't level 6 yet, so can't trade. Can't trade. Very good into the Malphite, who now does not have the ultimate. Who still has flash, but one escape opportunity less if he's getting ganked. But we still
a lot of group up.
Yeah, we still continue with some, well, at least trading. Maybe now a catch onto Sahira here, who just walks out of the Echo W. And now I think we are calming down a bit, but it's a Granit game, so we never know.
Yeah, like there's always stuff happening, and as we mentioned, like Doro being the insane jungler, he immediately knew, okay, the bot lane is being pressured by a lot. And Samira is not allowed to get into the game. She had no sums up. That was the opportunity, and Galban used it, seeked it out, and got a solid fight on the bot lane in the end. And that's the speed that makes Granit as dangerous as they are, because again, after that, immediately going for the Raptors, denying Kha'Zix as much gold as he can. Now he can play on the top side. Hecarim has more gold, has the level advantage, and he can go for the Herald.
As you're talking about gold, I want to show how much more he has. It's about 1,100 more, and we will see if he gets the Herald here. No, he cancels it because of the pressure the Echo can do in the mid lane.
Actually, wonderful play by Loft there. Like he kind of saw the situation right there, just unfolding. He has to push in. He has to poke at Syndra, so she cannot help with those Heralds.
And now Invuls are taking the Drake. The Herald, I mean.
Herald, yeah, exactly. Like, Hecarim could not stay there for too long because Malphite has no ult, the Syndra was low life, and there wasn't really much assistance from those lanes. So Galban, he had to give it up, and he has to proceed playing for the bot side around now. So wonderful play by Invul, really. Like, they immediately adjusted their macro, winning the micro in the process, and good stuff there.
That was a very, very good play by them, and well, now we see jungle, mid and top resetting, so well, they are going for a little buy here. We also see the Hextech Alternator and the Blasting Wand on Echo. I think this builds into the Rocket Belt as a mythic item.
Not only the Rocket Belt, but I think that might be what we expect, because like Love, he really wants to go for this aggressive plays.
We are expecting another bot lane gank, because Galban is there now. Galio goes forward. The Fear also onto Nautilus. He has no chance, and Michigu finishes it with a beautiful fourth auto tech. And yeah, that's another kill for the Jin, who gets closer and closer to his Eclipse, who now has 1,800 gold in his pocket. And who's getting further and further ahead, but now maybe gets shut down because he steps too far forward, and now the shutdown comes in for Scriptor. That was very, very well played here by Invuls, who are now getting engaged on the mid lane. Nice sidestep on the Scatter the Weak here.
Wow, and that is a lot, a whole bunch. I mean, Echo surviving, bot lane, Herald possibly. That's a lot of control for Invul's side for the coming Drake, but now we're seeing Granit being there first.
Wixo has to be careful, gets a chunk of damage already removed. Now Galio comes through protecting his mates, but the situation gets disengaged by a single Nautilus R and also the Echo ultimate, which are now down, but also Galio ultimate was used in this
that was a really good forced fight. Granit had to force this fight, so the Herald could not be placed on bot. They had to get those recalls out, and yeah, we just saw Innocence with Malv. He has the Sunfire on, so yeah, it's gonna be a lot of damage. Like, not the Sunfire, but you know, that before. The little cold, the little charcoal. It does quite some burning damage to Victor. And yeah, all of a sudden we have to control established, so all because of that forced fight. Invul did not have any resources left. They couldn't even place their Herald. They could not get to control. They had to use ults, and all of a sudden we have a lot of dominance on Granit's side when it comes to these Dragon Pills. Like, giving out the Herald, it kind of stinks, of course, but yeah, they got 2 dragons in the process.
Yeah, and the thing we see now is both AD carries have finished their mythic items. The Eclipse is finished for Jhin, which is a huge power spike, but also the shield bow finished for Samira. Now Echo has to look that he does not die, but he has the ultimate, and Samira gets another solo kill. That was beautifully played, and also beautifully played around the window. That Echo does not have the ultimate, which got forced out earlier.
Yep, and Syndra immediately having those sorcerer boots, she has some speed to keep up, and she has face rush, so that Echo is not gonna get anywhere. But speaking of Victor,
and also now top lane, engaged by Innocence, and Galvan is there as well. This time, Firex has no chance to escape the rock, because the pony is there and helps him out.
No chance, no chill, no breath of fresh air. Granit's already on the rise of this game. Herald had to be placed. It got some good amount of gold, some good chunks, but as a response, they are gonna take the tower. And again, on Invul's side, they cracked the top tower.
Now another engage in the mid lane. Zaira has flash available, so he could go over the wall because Love had no E and couldn't. Oh, he also had the flash, so maybe he could have chased it down. He also had the ultimate if he would have dropped low enough, and he should have known that Zaira does not have his ultimate available.
Yeah, would be really dangerous indeed. But yeah, right now we're seeing a player on bot. There are gonna be 4 people on bot. Maybe, just maybe they can escape. But
now the flash forward by Rixo onto Michigu, who gets CC chained into his death. Finished by Scrooby. Now Sahira's there, but he is facing 4 people. Nice flash by him, forcing out the Echo ultimate, but gets taken down finally. And Dr. Chaos now has to look that he gets out, in a nice play by Invuls, who are taking down 2 people of Granit here in the bot side.
Oh, what a nice play, what a response as well. Like, of course, getting the first tower will hurt, but as a response, just going 4-man all in, getting rid of Michigo, almost getting rid of Dr. Chaos, and establishing a lot of control to get the Samira, the winning condition into this game. Meanwhile, Galban being in mid lane, maybe dropping some tower shots or 2. But yeah, that just shows the second place in the rankings can keep up with the speed of Granit Gaming. It will still be hard. There's still a 2k difference when it comes to gold, but it's already insane.
I mean, it's like so bizarre. Granit just gets these gold leads like steadily and kind of silent. They got it through topside. They got the turret there. They got some plates in bot as well, but it's not even the farm that is that big factor. I mean, yeah, you are ahead in top lane by a lot. You are ahead in the jungle by a bit in the mid lane. You are kind of even in the AD carry position, but I don't think it's that factor. It's like the objective play they do. They also got the 2 Drakes, and yeah, they are playing it steadily. They're playing it good, but as you said, Invuls can keep up with them, and we now see the first mythic items coming through on other positions than AD carry.
Yep, and before something unfolds, I have to interrupt the pace here, but you mentioned already, in terms of farm. Like, I'm taking my time explaining this because right now we're already seeing plans heading out. We saw not only Hecarim farming a lot, but it comes on to where he farms. And he farmed a lot in Kha'Zix's jungle, hence denying him tons of gold. So he had to go for the top lane farm. He had to go for some bot lane farm. He had to tax a bit. So that means Victor will fall behind by a bit.
But now Kha'Zix has to be careful! Gets taken down by Galvin, and Granit gets a nice pick with the ultimate by Innocence.
Yep, and that means Victor has to farm, cannot be in those fights, and Granit knows that. That's all they really need. That's the plan they kind of were playing for, keeping this Victor out of the fights. That means Innocence can go a lot more aggressive, and we see the aggression right
now. The engage is found by Dr. Chaos onto Nautilus, who has to be careful, but also Innocence is dropping very, very low. But now Michigu finishes the first kill. Syndra ultimate is not enough to take down Firex, who gets out with a sliver of HP, and also Echo was not there. It was a 4v5 for Granit side. Nice scan of the week onto the Samira, onto Scripter, who goes in. Again, no Syndra ultimate available, so no final burst. Now beautiful ultimate, who just destroys Granit! Michigu takes the final kill with Deadly Flourish, but Scripter has done so much this fight. Now Lofty has to look for the kill shutdown onto Galvin, and what a fight for Invul. Here Samira is just a disgustingly strong champion with her ultimate and the shield bow available.
Yeah, it's a champion indeed, and I like how you mentioned the shield bow, because that's really what Samira wanted to go for. I mean, the lane wasn't looking too good on her side, and combined with the fact that Samira is a champion indeed, the Iron Bow might be a good solution to this problem that established itself as Granit Gaming. Right now, Invul, they're taking back the macros slowly but surely, but we're seeing top lane pushing in, so Victor has to stay a bit. He has to farm it up, he has his Viranji's torment, but man, that's still gonna be hard to come back from, because we still have a 4-2 Hecarim, we have a 4-2 Jhin, and this Jhin with Eclipse is gonna do some damage, but especially enabling a lot of utility in those team fights, because so far, the engages have been on Granit's side.
Yeah, and I like the anti-heal that is coming through the grievous wounds. I don't know.
The wounds.
The wounds! Man, I'm so bad at English sometimes. The grievous wounds that can be afflicted now through the Thorn Mail and the Oblivion Orb on the side of Granit here. Because we saw Scripter was very, very low at some point in the fight. Then he pressed R and basically was full life again.
Yeah, you either kill him or you will die. So Samira's all about that play. I mean, she still had her E up, her flash up. She could fight this fight, and with the Inferno trigger enabled, she can do a lot of work. And that's something you have to respect. No matter the pace, no matter the game, Samira will always do a lot of damage when she has those two items on deck.
It's also such a confusing thing to have Samira and Sahira in a game.
True.
But now, we see some extended laning phase with some new arrangement. We have the Syndra Echo in the bot lane, the bot lane in the mid lane, and well, it's not. There isn't happening that much because there are no objectives to take basically. The Drake still has 3 minutes. The Nash, it's spawning in 50 seconds, but no team can take it at the moment, so they have to look maybe for some catches or something else, but I think until the next Drake they won't be happening so much, I think.
Yeah, and I think the Drake play was in particular, like it was really, really important, because they need to slow down the game a bit so they can kind of keep up in terms of items. Of course, they're kind of lacking in scale. I mean, Kha'Zix still scales really, really good, and that's definitely gonna be a winning condition. And they're gonna have a lot of damage left, but they were so behind in gold, so they kind of had to even out things. And winning this Drake fight, that gave them a lot more time. A lot more time for Victor to come back into the game, for Kha'Zix to kind of rack up the farm, and especially looking at Samira, who just farms out everything she sees.
Well, and I also think, as you said, scaling the new Victor, or the Victor with the new items, doesn't scale that bad either.
Oh no, yeah, he's still good. Like, it kind of gets, it needs some time to get used to, of course, but yeah, I almost forgot that he's insane as well. So when it comes to draft, I mean, definitely Invul they had some plans up their minds, and so yeah, that just means it's all the more important to get Victor back in pace, because that wasn't the case before when he fought against Malphite. And right now we're seeing him almost always taking those Krugs on top, because as we know, they give a lot of gold right now, especially those small ones. So Kha'Zix, of course, Rudy, he kind of ignores them, giving them to Victor, but on the other side, just racking up the farm in his own jungle before Galban can find it himself. Speaking of finding, we are almost playing in enemy territory, so both teams, they're going safe. They do not want to overstay their welcome, clearing out those wards, and this is going to be a slow pace for now. But we see those waves pushing. It's not that Granit is not working at all, because right now they're just, as you mentioned before, slowly making sure to win the macro, just not even an enemy's notice. And that's what I really like about Granit, because it kind of reminds me of the LCK themes. Like, they always manage to find their way into the game. They always manage to have this gold lead, and I see some of that in Granit as well.
Yeah, but now we will see something erupting soon, I think, because the Drake is only 45 seconds away and the pings are already coming out. The control is on Invul's side. At the moment, I think Granit is now clearing some wards in their jungle, but as we look on summoners and ultimates, everything is available on everybody. So this could be a full-on team fight where the smallest mistake can decide what happens.
Yeah, this will be game-changing. This will be a fight that will determine the pace of the next 10 minutes. And this is really important for Granit. They want this control. They want to win this fight.
Wait.
But Invul, they're going for the Baron. They know they want the soul point. They can give the soul point up, though, if they get the Baron.
But the question is, are they fast enough? If Granit takes this immediately, they are knowing it. They are pinging it. They are letting Galban take it alone, and they are moving up, but Invul does have a fast Nash with the Victor ultimate. Is Granit there in time? They now know for sure they aren't quick enough. That's a Nash. The Jhin ultimate was used to try to steal it, but Granit, oh man, you just got outplayed on the map.
But that was really smart by Invul. Like, you mentioned those ults before. They did not have any ults up, and Victor even had to use it for said Baron, so he can fall a lot faster. And this Baron means they can still stall a bit more time. They saw the opportunity. They decided, no, we do not want to fight it. They will outplay us.
Oh, but now there's a fight erupting. Echo has TP'd in. The question is, can he get somebody? No, is the answer. He has to ult out, and so there's another ultimate down for the next potential fight, which I think won't come too soon, because there, again, is no objective, and maybe there now will be some split push action by the Echo, and maybe a 1-4 or also a 1-3-1 with the Victor on the side.
Oh, but I love what I'm seeing, and I think it seems that Victor is gonna stay in mid for now. They're playing for 1-4.
But now, maybe Scrooby has to be careful, because Malphite ultimate is available. And he just got caught out there. Well, that's one down for Invul, but they are taking the tier 1 turrets. Finally, we have to say it's...
and it's Invul,
yeah, I mean, it is fine.
They wanted to bait it out. They wanted to bait out the fight. That's why Victor was still staying in mid, because they wanted to force out a fight they could possibly win, but not if Innocence is in the way, just bursting out this alien creature, man. And Scrooby, he was just dead on the spot. They did not have any time, and now they gotta go for the split push, but without a Kha'Zix Baron buff. So yeah, that might sting. It still means that they're in a gold lead, though. So, like, thinking about the Baron call, it was risky, but it was really, really good. Like, they knew the vision was only on the bot river, and they could just sneak it up. Props to Granit, finding the case, just rushing as fast as they could, but they were not fast enough. They have the soul point, though, so that means the next Cloud Drake might possibly give them a lot of advantage. But it is just the soul point, really. Like, that's the magic behind Invul's plan right now. They stole that one Drake, and only that is the reason why they could go for such a gamble, you know?
And I also think there is only one big one champion that can really profit by the soul, and that is Hecarim, who maybe now gets caught out. Nautilus ultimate is used as well, and also Galio ultimate used to protect him. Oh, what the heck?
Yeah, he was still an ult. That
Oh,
was kind of
alright,
unfortunate.
alright. That's okay, I think. It was an interaction I haven't seen quite yet, but well, I think
You
it is
gotta wait for
intended.
a hot second before you can see him. Oh no, Michigo
Oh,
seems in danger though.
Michigo, you are in danger because it's an Echo bot. The Eclipse Shield helps a lot, but now Scrooby is there, and oh man, I don't want to say it, but Gabble maybe sold his mid laner, his AD carry here, and he now may be in danger. Scrooby is very, very low, but now also Sahira is there. Galban is taken down already. He is, and Sahira now is taken on by Scripta.
yeah.
Oh my god, this Samira is such a threat. I mean, Granite are choking.
Oh, but one, I mean, was it really Granite choking? I mean, on one hand, maybe, of course, but it was still a really good plan being followed by Invul right there. Like, they sandwiched all of those. Like,
Yeah.
of course, getting the gym pick, skilling the E evolve, so he gets the reset jump. They could stall out the fight for a bit longer until Scripta was in the way, canceling out the win condition, which was the Syndra, and winning the fight and getting the inhib. They can now fall back and establish a lot of control on the mid lane. Man, what a fight and what a plan by Invul. They are finding their way back. It's dead even with those kills. They're 2k ahead.
Yeah.
And we did not expect that.
Yeah, it's very well played by them, but we also have to think, why did that even erupt? And I think it was because of Michigo being out of position a bit here. I think he was a bit too far forward on the mid lane, so he was caught out by Echo, who is kind of strong at the moment. He has a Proto Belt, he has a Lich Bane, he is a threat to everybody who's squishy, and that includes Syndra and Jhin on the side of Granite, and you have to be careful if you want to keep this game alive, because now the gold lead is onto Invul's side and the next Drake is spawning in 15 seconds, and maybe there is the next fight, and now maybe there is also the initial catch! The burst! Boy, Sahira is insane! And Scrooby gets caught out before the Drake even spawns, and that should be the soul for Granite.
They cannot contest. They cannot contest the soul. What a
and
what
the Nash is not.
Pick.
They can't even trade it. But they can.
No, not at all.
Yeah, they can take some vision in the top side now, but well, there was such a good catch by Sahira, who shows that Granite is fighting, that Granite still is able to win this game after Invuls took it. Took the game in their hands.
Yeah, but man, how ironic, man. It's almost like a story being unfolded, like the murder being out of position himself right now. Scrooby being on an upper foot, but again, Sahira was ready. What a wonderful stun, and what an important pick as well. Like that pick, it just single-handedly gave them the cloud.
Yeah.
Like the cloud soul even on top of that. And you mentioned Hecarim can profit from that, Syndra obviously as well, and I would say even Galio. So having that ult means they have a lot more split potential, they have a lot more teamfight potential. And let's not forget about favorite stone here, about Malphite, who will have this
Now
ult
Granite.
every fight.
Oh, the TP from Echo comes behind at their blue buff. So he has good flank position. What can he do with it? Granite has to turn this if they want to win it, because Michigo is already very, very low. He has to run for his life, and now Wixo has to look that he does not die. Echo is in Sonya's. Innocence is very low as well. Nice Foreman ultimate, and this could be the winning factor here. The Malphite ultimate was insane. Now they have to kill Scripta, who has used his ultimate, and he does not kill anybody with it. But now also, damage dealers from Granite center left, Deadly Forest does not connect, but now Hecarim takes him down, and it's the ace for Granite. They take down Invuls. They take down the whole team. They win this fight.
All those hopes arising, but Granite being the one shutting them down with rock force, the unstoppable will that we just saw from Innocence. Oh man, the 3-man was it?
I think it was a
what
4-man
wonderful
even.
team, but-
Like Innocence carried this fight by such a factor. He
That's
was.
why you never,
I saw
never
him
give it
dead already.
It looked really good for Granite at first. They immediately canceled out the Drake, but then the damage came in. Invul does a lot of damage right now, so the stall did pay off. There will still be a danger, but this fight in particular, this Nash gave them a lot of push control. Now they have the pace again, and having Granite with pace is life-threatening. So Invul, What will you do? You have the capability, you have the damage right now, but how will you unfold it? Michigo did not die this time. Keep that in mind. He has Eclipse up, he has the Collector, which means he has a lot of damage as well. He has the Rapid Fire Cannon, so yeah, this Jhin is gonna be very dangerous. And Michigo, he will not fall again, not with both spells up. And we're looking at the ultimates. All ultimates up, except for Galio. This is gonna look horrific for Invul if that keeps going on.
And another
This is gonna be so hard to come back from.
Another important thing is the Hex Trinker, who kept Michigo alive long enough against the Echo to not die instantly. And well, we saw what Michigo could do in the end of the last fight. He was a very huge factor there to ace Invul's there, because his damage you spoke about. The Collector Eclipse combo is so stupid. We also see Collector on Samira. And now maybe, oh no. Scrooby, you are dead again. Oh, the Jhin ultimate comes in to provide some follow-up for Galban here, but well, it will result in one pick, but that one pick could be a very, very huge kiss. Granted, it has the Nash, and you don't want to fight a team that has the Nash when you are when you are outnumbered.
Yeah, and I think I would actually say that this is over. Because like they have 22 seconds. Like of course they're establishing control, they're going for the top turret, and I don't see Invul coming back from this. Like they're gonna play a bit more group. Like Hecarim is on the bot lane, he has a lot of speed, a lot of CC even, if he wants to fight this one-on-one. He will have his ult soon, and right now there are gonna be a lot of lanes being pushed in. So Scripter still being at level 14. I don't think he will have enough time to proc up that Conqueror. It's gonna be really, really hard, especially with the level 17 Syndra, 268 farm, almost being full build, 10 Dark Seal stacks. And it's still Dark Seal. It's gonna look a lot more dangerous in those coming seconds. Because this is gonna be a book soon, man.
Yeah, that will be a book where she has collected some pages already. But I think the thing is, Samira is kind of a good champion against Syndra because she has her W. She has the opportunity to block at least some bolts from the Syndra ultimate, or even the Scatter the Weak stun. So she cannot be bursted instantly, but maybe I just saw Scrooty dead again. Like, every time he steps forward in a situation before an objective, he has been caught out the last times, and now 40 seconds until Elder Drake, which can be a very big factor to win those next fights.
Oh, that's gonna be a jungle fight maybe? Ooh, yeah, keeping up the zones, but yeah. Too much damage, too much control, and now it's gonna be an ultimatum. They will go for the Drake, but the bot lane will push in, and that's gonna be hard. They have to win it fast, and that's not what Invul wants. They do not want those fast fights, keep in mind. They want to stall it out as long as they can until Samira has a Conqueror and ult combo up, and I think she won't. The Victor ult is ready though.
Yeah, I think she won't either, because Granit has such an explosive opening if they want with Malphite and Hecarim ultimate here. Also with the Galio, you can flash forward and hit a knock-up, hit a taunt.
Oh,
and
look at
now
those tanks.
They are starting it. Dr. Chaos and Sahira are zoning it. Now Rixo has to be careful. The taunt is out by Dr. Chaos. Also Galban steps forward. The hook connects only onto Innocence. That is not the target you want to hook. But now Invul is taken down. Galban nearly is in the stopwatch, but he won't survive for long. Shutdown goes on to Nautilus. Now in the backline we have to look. How long can Sahira survive? Long enough to take down Scrooty? No, he can't. Now Dr. Chaos wants to save Innocent's Jhin ultimate from behind enemy lines here. Scripter now is inside Granit Gaming. He can proc his ultimate. Michigo is in danger, gets taken down, and this should be the other Drake for Invul's. Victor has to pee into the base to not lose too much here, but that was a very, very good fight for Invul's.
Oh, of course, like they found the gaps, and Dr. Chaos is still there, just getting some damage up, just considering the possibility to maybe get a snake or two. But no, he will instead go base, which might be the safer option. But yeah, this fight, oh man, they're just keeping themselves alive, and man, they're making me eat my words. This is not over at all. Like, they're still in it. It's still gonna be hard, but this Elder, it's gonna help them a lot. Like, that's gonna help them engage those fights a lot earlier. That's gonna help them just defending themselves against the sheer force of those tanks, and they're gonna just fall. Just like Dr. Chaos almost did. And my, is it hard. Is it just hard to finish it out? Granit still has to fight it out. Baron Nashor is gonna be spawned in 30 seconds, 25 seconds even.
Oh boy.
But with an Elder on the side of Invul, this is still a game that Invul can win. But Granit, just slightly, might be under control. Though, the vision, like, nobody has any vision. No, like,
not at all.
But right now, red team is gonna be there first, so that's a red jungle right there. So it's gonna be hard. The Echo is on bot side. He has the TP up, and man, what will happen next?
Yeah,
It's gonna
Nash
look
is
dangerous.
started by Invul. Granit does not even know it yet,
No,
and this will go freely into Invul's pocket. And yeah, there it is. The second Nash for Invul, the third in the game, and I think the Elder Drake is nearly down, only 45 seconds remaining, I think. It is 2 minutes, or? Yeah.
It should be about that sometime.
I think it holds for 2 minutes, so 30 seconds left on it, and Granit hasn't taken a single fight with it, so... Yeah, it was kind of a waste there.
I mean...
Oh no, Granit didn't even get it, it was Invul who took it.
It was Invul,
Yeah,
it's
sorry.
They want to push it up right now, and
it was
Granit...
the soul that confused me there by the effects.
Yeah, that's fine. Like Granit, they of course they didn't really know the Baron was there, so sneaky play by Invul right there, and now they can push the mid lane with a lot of creeps on their side. The inhib will fall down shortly, and this might be the fight. Might be the fight that will take 1 point of Granit's mark, but Granit knows it. They want to hold on the perfect record.
Yeah, Elder Drake should be expiring soon. It is still available, but now they are looking at least for some wave clear with the Jhin ultimate, who is taking a good chunk of damage. But now Sahira is taken down instantly! Nice ultimate by Innocence, but what can he do with it? He gets Scrooty! But now Samira has gotten her stacks for her ultimate. It is used, but not ended in a kill here. And now
had to use the ult there.
It is a 4v4. Syndra is missing on Granit's side. Still 37 seconds. Kha'Zix is missing on Invul's side. Now the engage by Dr. Chaos, maybe. Rixo has to be careful. Roots up Galban, who now takes down the Victor. Also Echo is bursted down by Mishigu. But now Samira, what can you do, Scriptor? Can you carry your team into victory? He's now in the J, and I think he will die afterwards. Now the Deadly Flourish roots him in place. The lifesteal is not enough. Shut down onto Innocence, and maybe this is the game. TP available on Innocence, 7 seconds for Sahira. He has also TP available, 5 seconds. Only Scrooty will be there to protect the base. And but now, is Granit fast enough? Can they finish it? I'm losing it right now. I don't even have words for this series, for this game. What the heck is going on? Scrooty's there. 20 seconds.
They're refusing to die. They're refusing to give up.
Yeah.
All the odds were against them. They're still fighting. Gabon rushing in.
10 seconds on Victor. 10 seconds on Echo. They have to be quick. There are still 2 Nexus turrets remaining. Nautilus has respawned. TP is now coming in. Samira is there in 30 seconds. Echo up. Victor is up. Now they have to end it. First Nexus turret is taken down, and Granit is on the retreat. That is the right call, I think. Now Innocence uses his ultimate defensively, and they are going out. And what is going on right now? There is the next Elder in 2 minutes, the Nash in 3, and Granit has now a kind of open base. And also Invulnerables have a more open base because they lost the Nexus turret.
Yeah, they have 1 turret left, so man, what a defense. They were playing tower. If they're playing Plants vs Zombies, but they like both turrets are still standing. They could not get anything besides 1 kill on the Syndra. What a defense. What burst damage by Jhin. And right now, again, keeping up with the pace, pushing up the bot lane. Oh, this is gonna look insane. This is dead even right now. This is really both people's game.
They also played very, very well around the Samira. They weren't in a situation where Scriptor could get into all of them and trigger his ultimate with the lifesteal of a shield bow of a Bloodthirster and the inbuilt lifesteal which he gets with his ultimate to heal up and just basically don't die at all. So they played that really, really well, and now looking for some topside control with the Elder spawning in 50 seconds.
Giving the Jin the full bit items he needs. He still needs some gold there. And right now, 40 seconds left. This is the timer, but they might also just go for the finish instead. They do not really need the Elder if they can get the game. So this will be the ultimatum. The ultimatum that previously Invul won. But this time,
aren't in a good position here. At least Kha'Zix, Victor, and Samira aren't in that good of a spot. They are zoned from their team, and now Galvan is looking for some engage. They have to walk all the way around because Dr. Chaos is doing a really beautiful job here at zoning them. They're now reuniting with their team, so...
Oh, they're running for the Elder.
Oh, they are now running for it.
Yeah, they have to control right now.
And maybe there could be a catch. Scatter the Weak does not connect. Now Scrooty goes over the wall. Is this his death? Because he now is split from his team again. Echo TP is coming behind the Drake pit. The flank is there. Scrooty now has no edge of night. Also, the benches is taken down from the Syndra, and they are looking for the Kha'Zix! They may be looking for the end here! Hook does not connect. They could basically run down mid lane. They're running down mid lane!
They're doing it. No
Wait,
TP on Echo.
no! They can't do that. They cannot do that. Interrupt the backports! Interrupt the backports! Is this the play Granit has been looking for this whole game? Galvan is now zoned away from the turret. They are not able to finish it. The flashes are coming out. No flash on Syndra by now. No flash on Nautilus. Scatter the reconnects onto Samira. Nice block by Nautilus there to not let his AD carry die.
Because the minions are pushing.
Oh man. That is... It's going back and forth right now, and this could be the decider who wins this game. Granit has a high amount of burst. Victor is there, but can he do something? Now, Invul's is there. They are engaging on Granit's side, and they're taking down Victor instantly. Scrooby now also very, very low, but Syndra is down. Galley ultimate now used. Knock-up only onto Wixel. Echo ultimate does not do enough. Jin is still alive. He can't do much, but now Samira has her ultimate. Takes down Innocent. Mishigu is in danger. He gets slowed. Oh, Scriptor takes down Mishigu. This could be the fight for Invuls and Granit. They are losing it. Galban now has to do the hero play. He gets the Elder, and maybe now he can turn this fight. He gets taken down. Scriptor carrying his team.
What's going on?
And now maybe Invuls can look for an end.
Oh, it's gonna be hard to know. The minions are still there. Those are the super minions that can get rid of the turret. Hence, looking for an open nexus there. But no. The fight's still alive. The turret still stands. Just even barely with the scratch. They could not find the finish. They could not even find the Elder. And that means no advantage gained. No advantage gained at all from Invul's side. They have to opt for the Baron, and they immediately do. They have to get at least something out of it. Maybe if it's just a Baron buff. I mean, I'm talking just a Baron. They'll definitely get it.
They're starting at it. They will get it. They will get it.
Although I don't know, because you know the late Baron has a lot
is available for Innocence. If they place a ward, they can do it. He can't TP in. They don't have. Oh, they don't have Galvan. They don't have a smite.
Yeah, they don't have the
They have the Jin ultimate to steal it, but it can be blocked, and now the Drake, the Nash goes on Invul's side again. The fourth in this game. We are 44 minutes in a meta where games usually don't last longer than 25 or 30 minutes.
In a Granit match as well, so...
Yeah, in a freaking Granit match!
This is double the time that Granit plays, like 44 minutes, those are 2 Granit games. Like, almost finishing in 20 minutes. And they might even lose this one, but they still... They got the Elder Drake. Like, I mean, only Dr. Chaos has the Elder.
Yeah.
But, man, what's more important is that Invul doesn't. They do have the Baron though, they have more control, they have to def it out. And Scriptor, he is in the game. Scriptor, will he find his footing one more time, or will he get shut down by almost anyone from Granit?
I mean, this game is so close. This is such high quality.
It's a nail-biter, man.
Both teams are deserved on their rankings at the moment. Now the Nash is used to push in the mid lane for Invul. They want to take this inhib to get some pressure, to make Granit turtle a bit more, to push them back into their own half of the map.
Yeah, this is where mentality falls. This is where you need the stamina. This is where you need to run the late game, and it's gonna be hard, man. This is not an easy game to win. This you have to work for that, and no matter what team wins this is a statement.
Man, the metal edge has to be right there for both teams here, because if you make a mistake at this point of the game, you could single-handedly lose it.
A lot of pressure being made, JP, so this is gonna be looking hard. Rudy almost being the one being caught. Like, that's really the thing he has to watch out for, because last time he was the one falling first.
I mean, that's the story of the game, basically. Scrooty getting caught to open the fight, and then either team is winning it.
Yep, in him down, resetting it, pushing the bot lane, pushing really all lanes. Like, top lane is already pushing it. Someone has to def it out sooner or later. And right now, they're putting the pressure on bot lane. Echo, meanwhile, staying mid, giving those Baron buffs onto those minions. And now, they're taking the time. But you're seeing at the map, there are things about to be unfolded there. So, this is gonna look really, really rough on Granit's side. But they are prepared. They know how to fight this. And this might be the play.
I mean, it's looking promising for Invul's right now. They are pushing in the bot side. Look for Modus does not connect, but maybe now this is the catch they need! Samira's in her GA, and maybe she can be taken down instantly after this, and this is the fight! Granit maybe wins here. Michigo takes the kill, gets protected by his team, so Scrooty can take him down. Granit wins this fight. Granit probably wins this game by it. Fail flash by Wixo in the wall, but this shouldn't matter. The Echo takes down the Akram, Innocence takes the kill, and now Granit should be able to push this, even with the super minions in the mid lane. There are 50 seconds on the Cossacks, 50 on the Nautilus, 40 on the Samira, and only Echo and Victor are alive, and the CC on Granit is so huge. They should be winning it!
Granit had reserves. They preserved and even maybe deserved this win. They might getting unfold just before their hands. Only 2 men remaining.
Wait, what is...
Only Firewix and Loft. Can they turn it on? They have no ults. Oh, Victor has an ult, so this might be something to look out for, but it's still 4 men
just go for
onto the Nexus.
Just go for it. Just let Malphite and Galio tank this goddamn turret and finish the game. I mean, you have it in your hands right now. Oh, Samira's nearly up. This could be dangerous, but Michigo survives the engage by Loftition. And now the second X turret is down. Finish this game. Attack the Nexus. Michigo's taken down. Now it is on Innocence. Dr. Chaos and Sahira and Granit after 48 minutes.